Hello and welcome to this economics class, students. I think you people are well by the grace of God. Today we are going to work out the practical oriented question in questions in economics, where it carries 10 marks. So totally we have 6 questions. Out of that 5 questions are asked and repeated all the time. So out of that 5 questions, 2 will be asked every time where you can score 10 marks. So today I will be teaching you how to do that in less than half an hour and how to learn that. Okay, I'll teach you the easiest technique, how to solve that and how to get 10 marks out of that practical oriented questions. Now, coming back to the first one, okay, it is from chapter. So from chapter 2, we have one practical oriented question. Then from chapter 3, we have one practical oriented question. From chapter 4, we have one practical oriented question. This is from part A. Okay, students, this is from part A. Now, coming back to part B, we have 2 questions. One is from Money and Banking chapter. Where they ask a question about demonetization. I'll explain you even that, demonetization. Okay, one question will be asked for based on currencies and with their denominations. Currencies with their denominations. Okay, so from part A, 3 questions will be asked. From part B, 2 questions will be asked. One based on money and banking, 1 question will be asked about demonetization. I'll explain you how to do that. Then second question will be currencies with their denomination. What currencies they follow, you have to do. So this is the like a basic thing what you have to do. So today I'll teach you about part A and part B, how you have to do. Fine, students. So from chapter 2, we'll be working out the first question, that is, they'll give you the price of banana, they'll give you the price of mango, they'll give you the income. Okay. Remember, students, like in chapter 2 we have done budget line. So you have to remember even budget line over here. That is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M. P is nothing but price of one commodity, x1 is nothing but commodity 1, P2 is nothing but price of commodity 2, and x2 is nothing but commodity 2, and M is nothing but income. You should know the income. This part is very important. Okay. The question is now, the price of banana they have given as, write down whatever is given. The price of banana they have given 4 rupees. The price of mango they have given 5 rupees. Consumer's income they have given 20 rupees. Fine. Whatever is given, everything you have to write down first to work out this. Okay. The price of banana, okay, rupees 4. The price of mango, rupees 5. Consumer's income, they have given rupees 20. This is given. Whatever is given, you have to write. See, we can do based on this formula also, but I'm just telling you why this formula is linked to this. Now we have to calculate whatever the information is given to us. Based on this, we have to calculate. The first question based on this is, like we have totally 5 questions, A, B, C, D and E. Fine, I'll work out within this only. Now the first one, how much of bananas has, if she has to entirely depend on that good. The first question is, how much of bananas can she consume if she want to have more of that good? That is the first one. How much of bananas she wants. The price of banana is rupees 4. Okay. Consumer's income, what is given? Consumer's income is rupees 20. What we have to do is take this income 20 rupees, divide by rupees 4. 4 ones are, 4 fives are. So how much we got? We got the price as 5 rupees. Done. Now the second question is, how much of mangoes can she consume if she spends her entire income on that good? Now the price of mango is rupees 5. Consumer's income is rupees 20. What we have to do is 20 divided by 5. 5 ones are, 5 fours are. So you will get rupees 4. So the total price of this, whatever we got, is rupees 4. In this we got 5. This carries 1 marks, this carries 1 marks. Now the third question is, so is the slope of budget line downward sloping? You have to write yes, it is always downward sloping. Yes, the slope of budget line is, the slope of budget line is downward sloping. The slope of budget line is always downward sloping. Now the next question, is the bundles equal to the consumer's income or not, they have asked. Okay, yes, it is equal. Yes, you have to write yes. Yes, shortest form is yes, you can write only yes and you can just tell the answer. It is yes, it is equal to consumer's income, because what we are doing is total income is 20. First one they have asked about banana and we have divided with the total income. Second one when they asked about mango, we have divided with the total income, that is total we have taken 20 divided by 5 and we got 4. So based on the income, what income we are taking? We are taking 20 only into account and we are doing yes, it is equal to consumer's income. Now the fifth one, if you want to have more of bananas, you have to give up mangoes. Is it true or false? Yes, it is true. Okay, yes. Yes, you can, true you can write, and later you can write yes. Okay, this carries 5 marks. Okay, first write the equation of budget line, then whatever is given, the price of banana, the price of mango, consumer's income, then you calculate what they have asked, how much of bananas can she consume, take the total income 20 divided by 4, you will get 5. Then the second question is, how much of mangoes can she consume, take the total income divided by 5, you get 4. Then the third one, is the slope of budget line downward sloping, you have to write yes, it is downward sloping. Then if you like, is the bundles on the slope equal to the consumer's income? Yes, it is equal to consumer's income. The third one, they have asked whether it is true and why it is true. They have asked, if you want to have more of bananas, you have to give up mangoes, or if you want to have more of mangoes, you have to give up bananas. What you have to write? You have to write yes, it is true. Okay, children. Okay, so this is the first practical oriented where they have asked from chapter 2 and it carries 5 marks.